Oh man, what in the world is... Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm in a dilemma. I'm in a real pickle here. Let me move this camera a little bit closer to myself just so you can see this. All right, dilemma is, so I had a Harley Benton beat bass. Awesome bass. Loved it. Did a review on it. You can find it in my list of videos. And you can check that out, but it's an awesome bass. Love the Harley Benton beat bass, but I sold it to an extremely close, very good musician, very good friend, and he's been loving it for about a month now. And the reason I sold that is if Harley Benton would make a, I guess a copy of the Ignition club bass like this, I would have probably bought a Harley Benton one, but I was looking for the Hofner because they don't. And I did find one, and I got it for a great price. And I'm not going to go into the price yet because I want to show you the bass. I believe now this bass functions great. The bass sounds good. I got, along with buying this bass that was used, I was able to get a case came with it. The Gator case came with it, which is it's a third whatever. It's not the Hofner, but it's a Gator bass. Works perfectly. And I got a Ampeg, the BA108 little practice amp. I think it's what, 25 watt. It's an 8-inch speaker. It's great for home use. Just kicking around. It's nice and light and it sounds great, the Ampeg. So I was able to get all this bundled together. So, but there's something up with this bass and I'm going to show it to you now. Check out the headstock because I need some answers. Also, I'm going to stop real quick. If you're digging this content that I'm doing, please hit the like button and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Muchas gracias. Check it out. Can you see what I'm talking about here? I'm going to try to get this in here without any glare. And if you can see this, check out the way Hofner is spelled. It's spelled correctly. The thing that concerns me is over the O, there's two, everything I've seen before, I guess the little hyphens over the O are more pronounced. This looks as though you can distinguish and tell there's two, but they're muted together. It just, let me look at this again. It just doesn't look right. Something doesn't look right. I'm going to show you the back side of this bass in a second too. When I flip it over, does there serial number? Absolutely. But look at the lack. So you have your serial number, but do you see what's missing? And I don't know. I think you know what's missing. In between the tuners, running down, everything I've seen before of Hofner will say, it'll actually say the brand. It'll say Hofner, Hofner Instruments, and it'll say the date that they were established and stuff, runs right down it. And I've looked on Chicago Music Exchange, I've looked on Reverb, I've looked on our big American music stores, which would be Sam Ash, Guitar Center, they're all across the country. And I've been trying to inspect and look, and I don't see ones that look like this. Yet I've looked over in the European music stores, and I could have been Italy, Ireland, Germany, coming across some that do look like this. That do just look like that. Yeah, I can tell it says Hofner, but it's not as distinct as the other ones I've seen. And yes, I know it's not actually made in Germany, and these are the ones made in China because of the Ignition series, but there's something that just is off about it that just seems to me like this could be, I don't know why they want to make a knockoff of it, but maybe they do, or they try to sell it as one. But this was sold to me when I saw it advertised, and I was excited. It was a Hofner. It's the Hofner Ignition, and I think it may have been, like, they called it the Pro. I know it's like not the actual, the top of the line Hofners that they build, but it's the ones that are manufactured in China. But I could have believed this was like the Pro. And even this, that's the other thing, is where I adjust the neck on the cover, there's nothing indicating anything there as well. So there should be like HB something, for the Hofner bass, for Club Series or something. But this was listed as the Ignition. Yes, it has the binding. It has everything for the club bass. It looks just like the club bass, sounds just like the club bass, and is awesome. Transparent black. I love the bass. I'm just wondering, is it bogus or not? Sounds good. Sounds real good. Sounds like a Hofner, because it is a semi-hollow. And I do love the way these sound. They sound awesome. So I'm not really going to get into playing too much because I'm more concerned if you guys can give me some information if this is fake or not. So I'm not sad about the way it sounds, because it sounds